Guitar solos. Let's get them clear, punchy, and in your face. Next on Music Surgery with me, Dr. Bob. Hey you guys, quickly before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And don't forget to check out the Doctor's Lounge, my store, and the links to some great samples below in the description of this video. So many times, guitar solos have so many effects on them, you can't hear what the guitar player's playing. This, to many listeners, makes them stop their attention flow, and in their head, they're just waiting for the next chorus to hit again. Let's give guitar solos all the glory they deserve. Watch this. All right, you guys, what I consider to be a very important one that changed not only the way my songs sound, but changed my way of thinking. A lot of 80s guitar players, 90s guitar players, I'd hear their guitar solo and wouldn't be able to distinguish what they were playing because it was too wet, too much delay, or too much reverb. And I love wetness like that on a guitar solo. Love it. But if I can't hear what you're playing, it's a huge pet peeve. So we're going to fix that. First, let me acclimate your ears. Play this. This is just a little passage of a song with like a slide kind of solo, but a slide part that should be forward. Here it is. So you can hear it just kind of comes in and out of the phrase. Cool part. But now I want to add some delay to make that float in the track. So I've got H delay. And with all H delay, make sure you turn this analog fake noise that's so annoying off. I mean, I love Waves and I use a lot of their stuff, but come on, man. This is turn the noise off. So let's put some delay in and let's float that out in the track. Cool. There we go. A little more floaty. I've also panned the delay off just to the right a little bit to give it some dimension. Here it is in the center. Hear how that already pokes it out of the mix, the field a little bit. It's really interesting how just that much can make a big difference. It's something that I learned from someone who learned it from Jack Joseph Puig. So very good, very interesting. So, but what I want to do now is the trick that I'm really getting at. I want to be able to hear what the guitar player is playing, especially if it's fast notes. And then I want the effect to bloom. So what I've done here is I have automated the delay, as you can tell right here. So what I'm doing, let me turn it on. Let me turn the read on. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing the delay, basically turning it off all the way down when he's playing the phrase, and then I'm automating the delay up after he plays the phrase in the hole to let the delay spill over. So let me play that a few times and watch. This is where I've automated the delay. So you get his direct playing right in your face, and then it blooms after that. not during it. Because now if you listen with the delay, with the automation unengaged, is that a word? Disengaged? You'll hear that the delay is even during the parts that he's playing the phrase, and it sounds a little messy. Now watch how this cleans it up. So there you go. I mean, and I can tweak these in and out points to feather those in more if I want. You know, I can make this one a little more, I can feather it in a touch more. So, all of those to taste, all of those to the tempo of the song, obviously, and when you want that delay to kick in. If you want it to slowly kick in or drastically, whatever the emotion you want to create is. Now, here's one more trick. Got an SSL channel strip on this. Let me show you another way to poke delay through a mix, especially a dense mix. And this was as also part of the Jack Joseph Puig trick that my friend showed me that he showed me. So now let's listen to this delay. So, a completely different feeling, a completely different way to poke the delay through. Now, obviously, the delay may be loud at this point because of the EQ on this channel strip, but it may be loud because I wanted to show you and make sure you hear what's going on. All I've done here, I didn't even tweak this, and I could for the song, but I've gone to this channel strip and I've loaded. Actually, I did tweak the output. I've gone to this channel strip, went to Crystal Lord Algae, Filter Vox, hit that. I brought the gain down a little bit. I can bring it down, up and down to my taste. And here it is exaggerated. So like I said, all that's to taste, but let's go over three things. This is a great trick to pan your delay out of center just a little bit. The EQ for your delay to poke it through, it can be any version of that AM radio type setting. You've all got 100 plugins that have on that setting in them somehow. Telephone, voice, AM radio, anything like that, and tweak that EQ to taste. And then easing in our delay after they play. Especially guitar solos that have a lot of fast notes, because if I have this delay all the way up the whole time, those fast notes are a blur. I remember several people have told me that one of Mutt Lange's big things is if you're playing songs, big rock songs, play them like you're playing them in a stadium. And if you're in a stadium, you're not going to hear a bunch of guitar solos with a blur of notes. Or if you're a drummer, you're not going to hear the little ghost notes. Stadium playing is much more meat and potatoes, long phrases. Now, I'm not here to tell any guitar player or drummer what to play in a stadium, but it's much harder to hear those things.
one more thing with this, it all goes back to something I've said before. If you're tied to a delay that a guitar player gives you on a part or a solo, then it's much harder to have this kind of control afterwards. Give them a fake delay in the studio to play this part, to feel the float part out there while he's playing. But if I have a delay that's tied to a guitar, how am I going to know if that's the right amount of delay or the right amount of repeats in that delay once there's 150 tracks mixed, compressed, EQ'd, placed in a track? The odds of that are slim to none. But if I have the ability as a mixer to add the delay later, and it's not printed on the guitar track from a pedal the guitar player's given me, I have much, much more flexibility. So always keep that in mind. This is an awesome trick. Works every time.
Well, there you go. Automation is always a great idea. Clean your guitar solos up. Give them all the grease and delay that they deserve, but do it in a way that serves the performance and the song. Thanks as always for watching. Give me some comment love and a thumbs up below, and hit me at drbobmusicsurgery@gmail.com if you want to say hello or you want me to work on your music. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you the next time the doctor's in.